Hello, everybody. Phenomenal Sir here, back with another episode of Moonlighter. So, last time we successfully made it through the stone dungeon, the golem dungeon, um, and then had a little bit of extra time. So, we actually spent some time just kind of running around, earning some money, getting some items. And we actually had a pretty significant jump into the forest dungeon already. So, depending on how easily we get through this, we may end up skipping a step and going straight on into the dungeon after this as well, the desert dungeon. But no promises because the jank is omnipresent in our lives. So, without further ado, let's get this train wreck rolling. Okay. We've got our little. All right, so we've got plenty of space for stuff. Bunch of junk in here. Let's see. Okay, so first things first, let's do a quick run through the golem dungeon just to warm up. See if we can grab anything fun and exciting in there, and then we'll dive in. And I'll probably do that with each episode. I'll start off by running each of the dungeons once, just because the further into the game you get, the quicker the dungeons become. So. Jerk. Okay. You never know, we might get something good. Maybe. I'm gonna dump all the cursed stuff in there. Or, I guess I could always do an attempt on the water dungeon since I'm here anyway. And it just popped up there. And then we could see if maybe I get some good stuff there. Let's do that. Wanderer dungeon! Woo! Okay. I have no plan. I have no viewers either, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Got him. Oh. Lots of cursed stuff. Cursed. So the strength of the enemies is based on either what dungeon you're in when you come in here, or what floor you're on when you came in here. Definitely, because these guys are all super easy. Although, you know, running this dungeon a few times, I could get the little gas boy pet. And that'd be nice, having early access to that pet. This is how we do here. Get out of here. Got him. Okay. A thief gauntlet. How exciting. Okay. I guess the point of that is to just basically get unusual gear fast. Oh, I totally wasn't paying attention. I deserve that. Oh. Get out of here, you jerk. Okay. So we definitely don't need all these single piece cursed items we can't do anything with. Does this actually have a value? It does not. One gold. One coin, as they say. Oh, that worked out. Okay, well, if you're not going to turn around, then I'm just going to keep walking. You can get plant. There we go. Give me them goodies. Oh, I will take them if it's 5. And then ow. Stupid enemy. Ow, baby. Correct. Wanderer dungeon, here I come. Oh no. Oh, well, it wore off really quickly at least. There we go. Thank you, Yellow. I'll try. I will do my best to get the loots. I will probably fail, as with all things. But I will try. Come on. There we go. I disagree. 6? Oh, he must have stolen them from me. Like, wait a second. Has to have stolen them. Correct. No! Ah. Bastard. Alright. What is this? Fancy looking. Might be a big sword. Mechanical big sword, yeah. Give me my 1 coin. Nope. Ooh, okay. Now we're starting to get into the good stuff. This will duplicate. Let's see. We'll put that there. And okay. And then that, wouldn't mind a quick sell option. I guess I could have just done the where you like hover and then just bit. I always forget you can do that. Oh god. Hang on. This looks like the sort of place you could bomb, but they don't have bombs in this game. Oh. Ah! No bombs. Only jank. There are no bombs, only jank. Not that that's a bad thing. Woo! There's gonna be a lot of these little red slimes all of a sudden. And let's no bomb. That's full. Give me the things. Oh. Yeah, I need a mimic. I need a mimic pet immediately. Oh, I can carry extra loots. Oh, no. Nope. I hate this enemy. The whole point of the bow is so that you can so that you can shoot flying stuff and it somehow is immune to arrows. It's a silly enemy. Oh, okay. So we've got get rid of that. We've got that. which we can cure, and then stack this here. We've got this, which is going to break, so we can move that there. We've got this, which will send that home. And then, what else can we move? We've got this, which didn't stack for some reason. There we go. I gotta kill a bunch of those little tangled monsters in the next dungeon. They're the same monster in every dungeon, but the quest is only for ones in specific areas for whatever reason. I would really like if that be cursed. Crowd control added a lobby system. What is that gonna do? I see. It sounds weird. Sounds very strange to me. Ah! I see. Well, that's interesting. The obviously the interesting thing there would be what about if different people have different prices for stuff, you know? Like if you charge 10 bits for something or 10 coins for something and Dinas charges 50 coins for something, people that come into your stream are going to be able to impact him at a discounted price. You get what I'm saying? I could see that being a source of some aggravation for people. Oh. Everyone should probably have the same price. Yeah, well, you know, people should also probably respect the outcome of democratic elections, but here we are 2 years later, right? Sorry, I went like full on political there for a second. Yeah, I guess the going theory is that people who are willing to do that together are not gonna screw each other, you know? Come on, you jerk. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Ha! Gold chest. Yeah. Oh, look at all them treasures. I'm rich. Got it. Yep. Oh, the looty. As opposed to booty. Okay. That. And that. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Okay. And then that. And then that. And then that and that. And this goes in here. And now we we get the good stuff. Okay. So this sends stuff home immediately. So we could do this here. And then send this home. Okay. And then this removes, this duplicates, this duplicates. These are all cursed. Okay. So we can... Okay. So what we can do is we can duplicate that one. And then we can duplicate that one. And then this can go here. This can go here. This one here. And then that, all that stuff we can just, well, we'll sell this. We can always get this. And then we're about to have a bunch more of these. So now we can, done. Boom, baby. Well, that'd be a pretty cool thing to do if anybody ever wanted to race me in something that wasn't Link to the Past. So... Okay. Ow. And then... Maybe. I have a feeling it'll ruin the game for you though. There we go. Sort. Well, that was just me being a miserable human being for the most part. If I'm not there, I'm sure it would be more fun for you. Wait. Okay, so all my stuff I could upgrade. Well, maybe not all my stuff. I don't have enough gold. Oh, I'm poor. I'm broke as a joke. Blech. There's only one thing left to do. Touch my desk and disconnect all my stuff. Let's see. How much space do we have? Okay. I have to do a couple of days of selling. Alrighty. We'll rest. Go in at night. Under the cover of darkness. So I got a new I know you're not a huge fan of the jump scary type stuff, but I have a new community challenge looking at doing another like spooky game night. I used to do spooky game nights every Friday night. Looking at maybe doing another one of those. I picked up Chernobylite finally. There's a couple of other horror games that I've either picked up or looked at. Um, but I'm thinking I need to start doing more community challenges. For a while there, I was actually doing like the first Friday of every month was a community choice thing. And what I would do is I would have like 3 community challenges for different games. And then basically whichever challenge maxed out first, that would be the following month's challenge, like community choice game. And then the other 2, the points would get refunded. But then I eventually stopped doing it because I had people that would come in and they would literally put like 10 or 15,000 points towards a community game that nobody else wanted to watch except for one person. And then I'd play the game and that one person wouldn't show up. And I'm like, well, shit, why are we doing this? Well, Chernobylite, I've had my eye on for a while, and the breakdown of the game is like you're a scientist who worked or lived in Chernobyl when the reactor blew, and you're going back to the Chernobyl exclusion zone 30 years after the disaster to see if you can figure out what happened to your fiance, who I guess never made it out. Um, and the game's got some base building and some RPG elements, so it's kind of looks like it's drawing some comparisons. A lot of people compare it to a game called Stalker, which I know nothing about. I've heard about it a lot, but I never played it. People are like, oh, this is a really bad knockoff of Stalker. Okay, I don't know what Stalker is. People also make comparisons to like Fallout, so I might enjoy it. These dungeons basically want you to find treasure. I still haven't played or watched all of Visage. There's a lot of indie horror games out there, obviously. Blink finally got a full release, I think, on Steam. I played a little bit of that one for the Halloween night. That was the one where it starts out with that weird infomercial video, and then like somebody walks in front of the TV, and there's nobody in the house, and you like wake up, and you're walking around. You're supposed to be babysitting a kid or whatever. That was a pretty creepy one. That one's got a full release. Erect. Yeah. True. True. Well, the thought was that if it actually gets, if I hit the goal, I'll let some people suggest some games and we'll have a vote on it like we did for the Halloween streams. I thought about getting the bunker, honestly. I don't know how many people have actually seen the bunker at this point or played the bunker. It's one of those games. It's like I've got it on the PS4, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure movie. It's pretty cool, but like once you've played it once, there's really no point to ever play it again. So if I'm gonna get it, I want to get it while it's on sale. I know right now it's like $4. It's really cool. It's about a guy who was basically like born inside of a fallout shelter at the start of World War III, and it was just him and his mom in the shelter. And then so he grew up with just his mom, and then his mom died, and he's basically just been living in this shelter alone, following her rules on how to survive every single day. and then one day something breaks, and that starts to cause like a snowballing effect where things keep getting worse and worse in the bunker, and he's trying to figure out if he should escape or try to fix it or whatever. And as he's going into the darkest parts of the bunker, he's having flashbacks to like traumatic shit from his childhood. It's pretty cool. I think it's like $4.50 right now, so I might grab it. There's been a couple of times it's been cheaper and I didn't pick it up. It's very cool. I wouldn't mind them just making it into an actual movie, like for real. Nope. Nope. F you. There we go. No, give me that water. Oh. Perfect. And you know, I'm realizing I don't think I did a smart thing here. Okay, so tomorrow they want 10 notes from Forest Tangles. Okay, good. So we can still complete this quest. 2 more Forest Tangles before we leave. So we need 2 more of those little small piles of leaves looking things. Alright. Oh, well, there's our 2. Whee! Oh no. Got him. It's a lot of nutritive water. Let's see. I've already got a lot of it. Oh, look at this creepy skeleton over here with stuff growing out of it. Give me something. Ooh. Ooh. Magic shroom. Oh. Straw is useless. Buster Big Sword. Nice. Yes. I never did finish Conarium. I was playing Conarium. That's like a very H.P. Lovecraft-esque game. That one was really cool. But that would be a multi-episode thing, because I think I played like 5 or 6 hours of it, and I didn't even feel like I was close to the end. That one, you're a scientist or a researcher or something that wakes up in Arctic research facility with nobody else around and no knowledge of why you're there, and you're basically going through and uncovering that for whatever reason the base was built, the people there, most of the people there were researching ways to like explore the spirit world, using a mix of herbs and other like shamanic rituals. and that apparently they caught while they were doing that, they made contact with something that like followed them back, and it's very, very HP Lovecraft-esque in a not it's definitely Lovecraft inspired. I think there are some direct references to things from Lovecraft, but it's not like, the same old Fishman Cthulhu nonsense. Like there's a lot of other way creepier stuff that HP Lovecraft wrote about besides Cthulhu. Mm. That could be my other one. So I've got the elemental and the regular. Yeah. Proof. So let's see exactly what I need before I start selling stuff. So we need big leaves, roots, big leaves and roots, big leaves and roots. Shocker. We also need. I think I've already got that. Yeah, I've already got that. So we don't need that. Wood and bulbs. Wood, bulbs, big leaves, and roots. That's what we need. Okay. Oh, wood, bulbs, big leaves, and roots. Wood, bulbs, big leaves, and roots. Wood, big leaves, and roots. And okay. There we go. And I will take all that junk. There. And 1900. We'll just call it 2000. How's that? Call it an even 10K for a stack. Magic water. Oh. Dang it. I didn't hold the button long enough. Boom, baby. 24K. Hope time stops when you're doing this. It does indeed. Okay. That's right. Come buy my wares. Hey, no. I'm watching you, thief. Yeah, try to steal something. Do it. Kick your butt. Get out of here. Hot. Why you don't like my prices? Why do you know like my prices? For plant flesh. Plant flesh. There. All my stuff is overpriced. Maybe this needs to be like super cheap. Until I figure out the correct price for this. Let's cycle in some other stuff, shall we? The petals? No! Ugh. There we go. Okay, well they like that price. The 75. They were okay with that. Come on, hurry. Look at this old man just standing in the middle of the shop, not doing anything, just taking up space. Making that money. I don't know what it was with Cthulhu. I mean, you know, none of this stuff really caught the public's eye as a whole until after he was dead. And even then, it was something where I feel like it was like, I think I remember it was like his sister found a whole bunch of his stuff. I mean, like he would write to was it Weird Scientist or Weird Horror Science or Weird Horror or whatever. But it was basically like considered low that he even did that, like based on his station in life. But then after he died, his sister was like going through his stuff and was like, "Oh, I could make some money off of this." And that's the only reason that any of it's even like known today is because she was cashing in on his work after his death. I don't know how much of that was her saying, "Well, this was really good. Howard could have been so successful," and how much of it was her just being like, "I need money to pay for this fool's funeral expenses," you know. But what if? The important thing is we got enough money for some upgrades now. Definitely going to be a 2-shop kind of day. Or a 2-day selling spree, sorry. Yay, upgrades. I'll take slightly less % of my health when I get slapped in the mouth by a plant. We're running out of time. We've got to close the beaches. is this? Pure acid? So good, so pure. Come on, y'all. Let's hit that 250. 250. 250. Let's go. I don't think 250 is going to happen. Oh, 250 happened. Never mind. We did it. Just run along behind them, putting new stuff on as soon as they walk away. Just something new on the shelf. Okay. Boom. Very nice. 242K. Nice. Okay. And exit. This will give me plus 40. This will give me plus 80. And heck yeah. Look at that jump in power. Almost triple. Oh wait, it is triple. Okay, it tripled in power. So it goes from 15 to 35 to 105. Beautiful. 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 Oh, I guess it's not gonna, because the big Buster Sword is already upgraded, so I guess only one of them would be usable for that. Oh. Increase the popularity. Okay. Shop. We've got the maxed out sail box, the luxurious sail box. Looks exactly like the others. Oh, we can actually get up to level 3 shop now. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, we can't actually because we are Garbo. Okay. Amazing bed. Amazing chest ahead. Heck yeah. What is this, Vidoof? This is Moonlighter. It is a Zelda-like with randomized dungeons, shopkeeping. I want to call it a mini game because it's half the game is like shopkeeping simulator. It's a simulator. It's a shopkeeping simulator, and all around fun time. How are you? We're about to sell some stuff, make some money. It's a very cool game, and it's pretty. It goes on sale pretty regularly, but it's only been out about 3 years. It's got a nice little pack of DLC. Nothing really to complain about. Good controls. Looks pretty. Interesting story. So right now we're making money by selling all the random loot that we picked up in the dungeon on our last foray. He doesn't like my price on that because the demand's gone down. So we'll lower that, and then we'll put that here, that here. We get a little more money for these, so we'll put something expensive in there. Tell you what, I'm ready to have an assistant. I don't know that she's actually very helpful, though. I'm struggling to think of a time when I was like, thank goodness I have her to help me out around the shop. Kind of like having Manny work for you from Black's Books. If anybody has ever seen that show, Black's Books, it's an older British comedy with Dylan Moran in it. All right, now I channel Bernard Black quite a bit when I'm playing this game, yelling at people to get the hell out of my shop if they're not going to buy anything and that kind of stuff. Right. Well, that hardly seems fair. It's not fair at all. Now get out. Oh no, the demand is dropping. You want 10 spinning mushrooms. Oh, well, I'm sorry to see you go, but I'll look forward to the next time our paths cross, Vidu. Thanks for stopping in. I'm coming! Get your stuff. Now flounce on out of here. Oh. Well, I gave him a good deal, apparently. Some would say too good of a deal. And we'll keep those two things. Sell that. Sell that. I have sold a lot of plant flesh, I will say. Maybe I'll drop that by about 20%. Alrighty. Come on. There we go. Kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel here, so not making. I should probably sell that thing. That lady's just standing in front of me, like, all right, come on, bring me up, and I'm just spaced out, just like actual retail, right? All right, buy all that sale crap. The only thing I've got. What is that? A magic mushroom? Well, I know how much they go for in Richmond. Uh, 70. I'll keep that. You're damn right you're gonna buy it. Where else are you gonna get sticks of that quality? Oh wait, no. Where else are you gonna get jagged rocks of that quality? Come on. Pay no attention to the sound you're hearing. A sippy refill. Boom. Alrighty. And how much did we make? 93K. Alrighty. Can we afford the final shop piece? Let's see. Oh, we can. There we go. Well, all of the accessories for the shop are fully upgraded. We just have to raise the money to upgrade the actual building. Get the banker and the decorations, which Big Man's not here. He's only here during the day. He's probably in the dungeon at night, honestly. He's in the dungeon gathering stuff too. Okay. Well, I need to go get some more potions. There we go. Oh, wait. Hang on. I need 3 more. Blink. Enchantments. 32,000. +3 broom. Hell yeah. I need to get it just in case I go clear the forest dungeon. I gotta not forget that that's there. I'm trying to get the thing where you kill all the bosses using the broom. That's a shiny broom, y'all. Look at that. I think it just makes you really fast while you're using it. Hang on. Oh yeah. It just makes you super fast. It lets you attack quicker. No more powerful than before, but that's okay. Not recommended for merchants. Only for heroes. No entry. Pay and buy to Voodoo. You know, it's a real shame that everyone that comes in seems to really like this game, but nobody comes in when I'm playing this. And it makes me not want to run it because it like tanks my viewership. But it's everybody that all the regulars that come in are like, oh, this game's so pretty. But a lot of people, I think they just look at the game description and they're like, I don't know what that is. And then they just leave, and then they just don't come in. Oh, I thought that was a tree. It was an optical illusion designed to fool my brain. Oh, get out here, you jerk. You do, Yellow. I'm saying, like, just in general, you don't get a lot of random traffic coming in. Yelleth is the real MVP of the world. I don't know, man. I'd rather watch somebody play this for 4 hours than watch them reset the first stage of Super Mario Brothers over and over, but that's just me. But people don't play it. I don't know. I've got a new one coming up soon called Dust. I'm going to start playing that on Saturdays. Either this weekend or next weekend is when I'm scheduled to start it. It's called Dust, an Elysian Tale. And it was, if you haven't heard of it, it's a really great indie title that was done for the Xbox Live Summer of Arcade many, many years ago. And pretty much the entire game was hand-drawn and programmed by one person. And then he and like 2 other people did all the voice acting. And it's basically, yeah, it's basically like a Metroidvania / Devil May Cry game. It's very good, and the storyline is actually, it starts out kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, but the more you get into the story, the more interesting it gets, I think. I haven't streamed it before, but I'm looking forward to it. I've owned it on 3 different platforms, if that helps anybody out there to know how good I think it is. I strongly support that developer for their work. They did a great job on it. Oh, you're dead. Good luck. Composite bow. Oh my god. 64? 88. Oh. It's not even as good as the one I've already got. That's dumb. Who cares? No Mavu tree for me. Okay, all this stuff needs to get sold. All this cursed BS. Die, Lich. Steps on snow. Adventure Time fans out there will get it. Let's see what's over this way. Oh no! Uh-oh, well, you know what that means. Time to farm mimics, y'all. Maybe you're like, no, we didn't know that that's what that meant. Yep, that's what it means. It means it's time to farm mimics. Put that there. Put that there. So the mimics... Oh. We've got just enough to do this 4 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to exit out here. And then we're going to come back in, and that mimic will respawn. And by doing that 5 times, that's one of the 3 types of mimic we have to kill 5 of to unlock the mimic pet. So, and the mimic pet is amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to store all this random loot, and then we're going to come back in, and we'll just do that 4 more times. You need to kill 5 regular silver and gold mimics, and then you'll get an egg. That's basically how all the monster eggs work, is you have to kill a certain number of that monster, and then every time you kill one, there's a chance it'll drop an egg for its species. The mimics, I think, are actually guaranteed after the 5th of the final set, but I don't want to say that and be wrong, so... Now we will. Well, we're going to be failing a couple of quests because the mimic farming takes precedence over any quests that they're going to give us. Having a mimic pet is just, I know I've talked about it before, but it basically follows you around. It helps you fight, but more importantly, it's a treasure chest that you can put stuff on. So you can give it stuff to hold, and it will absolutely make a huge difference late game. You can see it's a mimic because its mouth is kind of hanging open there a little bit. There we go. And hey, if I can farm potions from it, then all the better, right? That's why you want to keep a decent amount of money on you early on when you're farming, or when you're coming into the dungeons, because you want to have enough that if something happens, you can keep doing that over and over. I'm fairly certain this is something that the devs probably should have or meant to fix, and they just didn't. But that's on them, not me. I'm just smacking myself into these enemies because I don't really care if I take damage or not. I'm gonna escape again anyway. So that's 3. Just enough money to do it too. That's awesome. I don't know, maybe I'd be more successful doing just doing a grind stream of Final Fantasy V. Yelleth, what do you think? I see hundreds of people watching a person grind for shinies on Pokemon. Maybe they'd enjoy watching me just run in circles and cast level 5 death for 4 solid hours. for me, that's like the most boring thing I could possibly. I'd rather watch someone like do household chores than watch somebody farm for shinies in Pokemon. That's just, it just seems like the most unfun thing in the world. Well, I'm gonna, even if it's not even if it's not necessarily like a class worth having, I'm trying to, I want to get the achievement for having all the classes maxed out. So I'm probably gonna do a couple of the other like easy ones, like Geomancer and Bard are 175 AP each to like completely master the job. So that comes out to, you know, between 22 and 44 battles where I'm grinding for each one. It'll probably be closer to like 30 to 35, but that's definitely doable. Last night grinding the Hunter out, and I did Ninja before that. I got Bartz and Forest up to max level with Ninja. That was like, it's like 120 battles that I had to do for them all to earn the AP to max out Hunter. That was sucky. I was watching Cleveland Tom stream for a significant, and Cosmic stream for a significant amount of time while I was basically just doing that. Just running back and forth, casting level 5 death. Alright, this is going to be our last Silver Mimic. I need to fix that glitch where the sound gets messed up. It only happens, the only time the sound gets messed up like that is when you leave using the cube and then come back through the portal. And if you do that specific action, the sound will be like at 10% of its normal until you've paused and unpaused the game. Very weird. Hey, just die, Dirk. Well, that's a desert dungeon entrance. I do have plenty of potions if I need them. Well, there's that. Whee! No, we will not sell the broom. Keep dreaming. I wouldn't mind playing Remnant from the Ashes, but that game is really way more fun and doable co-op, and that's another one that Megami hates that game. He tends to hate pretty much every game I like, I've noticed. I don't know if that's because I have bad taste or because he just doesn't like me being happy. Maybe it's a mix of both. But I also haven't heard from Odre at all since those people hate rated our stream, so I guess it's my fault that happened. I don't know. Like, both of them have totally ghosted me for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, that was an enemy that I have to fight. Thank you, Lime. Go. Ow. We don't know who's causing this grief. Oh my god. That did way too much damage for what that was. Come on now. Sniper-like accuracy of that tree was something that stretched the limits of the imagination there. Let's see. There we go. Oof. I could just, like, steamroll through this second dungeon, I suppose. Man, I love this, where the items just do not stack like they're supposed to. Makes me so happy. Got him. Okay. Oh, Lord. Well, that actually will stack. Heck yeah. Woo. Oh, over there. Here we go. A book. Patterns! Oh yes, these dungeons do have patterns. It's amazing. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the poison. I appreciate it. Who are these people? Alright, I'm gonna be right back. And we will see what we shall see. Yay, I'm back. Okay. Whatever, asshole. Whatever. Oh, I missed you all so much, yo. Well, we're fighting the boss. I've decided it's not worth spending another month playing this game. One dungeon at a time. Let's kill him. Oh, I'm gonna lose, so it doesn't matter anyway. Doesn't matter what my intention was, because I will lose this fight. Nope, I disagree. Oh, so much for all that loot I had. I do feel like your potions should auto-equip. You shouldn't be limited in how many potions you can have equipped. Like, if you can have them in your inventory, you should be able to have them on you. Like, they should just jump into the slot. You're gonna die. Get him! I don't even have the broom equipped, so I'm not gonna get the achievement. And I'm fucking dead. Cool. I didn't realize that I was on the final floor. I thought there was one more floor to go. So I walked in there and was like, oh, well, it's the boss. Well, let's leave this shithole behind. Yeah, there's all my potions that I wasn't allowed to use in my hotbar up here. I don't know. I might just quit streaming for a while, if not permanently. This is hella disheartening, honestly. I think it's pretty damn pitiful that I've got twice as many followers as anybody else in the Jank Bros, other than Aeon, and I'm constantly jumping into people's streams and directing raids and doing all this stuff to try to like help other people's streams do well. And I consistently average like 3 viewers per hour. You got people with 90 followers that average 15 viewers per hour. So I must be doing something wrong. I don't know. Half the speedrunners in the Jank Bros are playing Mega Man 2 right now, and nobody even looked at that game until I started speedrunning it. But, you know, everybody wants to talk about other people's runs of it, and oh, I need to learn how to do this. So once Budsy gets good at it, I'll watch Budsy. Why don't you talk to the person that's actually running it right now? Barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. We're gonna sleep. Get our nighttime hate going on. Eh. Yeah, I figured you were up there. You're the MVP, Yelleth. You truly are. Yelleth shows up, at least. Oh. maybe you know what I'll do? I know how to get you to spend your channel points, Yellow. I'm gonna make a channel point redeem that costs 250. Nah, you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna make a channel point redeem that costs 250,000 channel points, which is Sir Plays Ninja Gaiden, and I bet you will spend those points immediately. And it will not be a community challenge. One person has to spend the points all by themselves. If I do that, I'm gonna have to download whatever that ROM software is that y'all use, because I can't stream it through the Switch. It's no good. I need to get on it about getting another capture card so I can finish those cursed Breath of Fire runs. I haven't even really, honestly, I haven't even really seen Plunbex lately since my capture card broke. I hope that he's doing okay. He usually comes in no matter what I'm playing. But I know that he lives in a part of the world that things can be iffy sometimes. I'm more worried about his safety than any health and safety than anything. Bastard. Leave me alone. Excuse me, the broom is the most valuable item in the game because it's the only one that's totally one of a kind. So get that straight. Check yourself. I do. I'm just being emo, as I like to be. Honestly, if I was to just quit streaming like today, I don't think Calrea would even mind. I had to shame her quite a bit just to get her to like leave her phone idle in my streams. When I first started out. Old bulb and wood or iron chest. Okay. So she's better now. Like if there's a lot of people in, she'll come in and chat with people. But even then, like she's usually asleep. Honestly, when I'm streaming, she don't watch this stuff. She has no interest in video games. But I own a house with her now, so I guess I'm stuck with her whether she likes them or not. Oh, all my potions are gone. Oh Lord, I begged people to come into my streams. You have no idea. I was like, guys, you don't even have to watch me. Just please help me get my viewers up. Divide comes in. Divide works during the day, though. Divide works a lot harder than I do. I know Divide IRL. I've known him for years and years. We actually went to school together, college together. And he's a good friend of mine. Him and his wife both. I love them both. But like Mommy Dommy, they basically like lived with us on the weekends when COVID first started. Me and Mommy Dommy and Calrea and her husband, and she's been in like twice in the last year. Megami never comes in, but he also, I think he got disheartened because he would stream like once every 2 weeks and had no followers. So I think he kind of decided that Twitch was just dumb in general. But I stream a lot though. I looked, and I get a lot of VOD views is the thing. Like when you look, my hours viewed, I had like 1,400 hours of views on Twitch last month. But it was all when I wasn't live. And that doesn't mean anything to Twitch, which I think is honestly really shitty. I think that Twitch should take that into account, but then they'd have to actually pay us, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm just waiting for that one streaming platform that's actually like started by not one of the top 5 companies on the planet. You know, that's just tracks with Amazon in general not wanting to pay its workers, right? Because Amazon gets ad revenue whether we're streaming live or not. Yeah. That's a gold mimic right there. So that's our second of three mimics done. So 5 of that mimic, and then whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna get hit no matter what. Hey, I was just talking about you, Divide. I was saying you're one of the only people that I know in real life that actually watches me stream. Literally like 2 minutes ago. Oh yeah, I was complaining about the fact that I average 3 viewers an hour and I've got double the followers of anybody else in the Jank Bros Discord. And Yelleth is the only one here. Just me and Yelleth. And I said Calrea doesn't come in. If I didn't make her, she wouldn't do it. I shame her pretty hard for when she doesn't log on. There's actually a lot of times that I will get on her phone and log her phone in just so that I have the one view. And she's like off doing her nails or something. She doesn't honestly care one way or another about this stuff. No, that's exactly what I was saying. I said I know Divide likes to come in, but he works a lot harder than I do, so he gets a pass. I said it. So how's work been treating you, by the way, Divide? Is your wife's sister still in town? Or has she returned from whence she came? Oh, okay. It's a shame with everything going on. I would have liked to meet her. I don't know why. I like your wife, so I figured I'd like your wife's family too. I don't know. Maybe she's a horrible person. I'm sure you wouldn't admit it if she was. You're too nice, but Good. Calrea doesn't have a huge family. Her mom and dad, I suppose, like me well enough after 5 years of us being together. But her oldest brother, I've only ever met a couple of times, and he seems nice. He seems to be ambivalent towards me at the very least. The younger of her two brothers is a butthole. He doesn't like me at all, and he constantly tries to play victim over like, why am I so mean to him? And I'm like, are you serious? I don't even talk to the guy. So Saturday I'm actually planning to cook dinner for my grandmother because it's going to be her either 80th or 81st birthday, and you know she's not been doing well for the last couple of years with her cancer and everything. So I really wanted to be able to go cook a meal for her. She's only been to the house once since we bought it. I don't know if she'll come over here or we'll go over there, but we're gonna try to do something nice for her. Because you know, I used to see her like even when I didn't live with her, I used to see her at least once a week for basically my entire life. And now I maybe talk to her once a month. So it sounds really thoughtful, but we all know the truth. I don't know what the truth actually. I guess I gotta sell some stuff because I have no money and I need to farm that gold mimic. So we need enough money to get back and forth at least 3 more times. We're gonna sell all this crap here. Come buy your stuff. Buster Big Sword. Buster Big Sword. How much does this actually sell for? The Buster Big Sword. Not on here. Well, what the hell, guys? Let's find the sale price for this bad boy. Let's see. Selling. 4,000. That's actually... No, that's crafting. What does it sell for? Oh. Like 5K. That's actually really good. That's better than I thought it would be. Okay. Buy my fruit. Oh, what do you want, person? Pretty sure I've got that now. Oh yeah, I've got that now. Oh, well, they're stealing my stuff. They're getting a steal. Dang it. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 news coming soon. Why? The first remake wasn't good enough. They're gonna remake it again. It's gonna come out in 2034. Up here it is. Yeah, that's right. You're gonna buy that damn thing.
Buy it.
Like the nerdy kid with the beanie and the books is always the one that buys all the weapons and stuff. Remake the remake of the remake. Yep. So I got a new emote for y'all who are subscribers if you're interested. I added a new lull emote. I was talking in Aeon's stream, and I realized that it had been missing from my life this whole time. No, honestly, I think that the next step will be like the retro releases, where they will just re-release the original version. Like, so they do the updated version, and then 10 years goes by, and they re-release the old version. That's what I think will happen, honestly. Bunch of sad 50-year-olds buying Nintendo ROMs that they could have been getting for free for decades. If you want to know how I really feel. You should go to the little kiosk at literally any mall in America. There's actually a place called Bits and Pixels downtown, not too far from where me and Divide live. That they sell retro game consoles that play like they sell retro console games anyway, but they actually sell like combo consoles that'll play like Nintendo and Super Nintendo games and things like that. I used to have a huge NES game collection, and I do not anymore because I got cheated by somebody who I thought was a friend. That was the death of a friendship over my Nintendo games. He fancied himself a connoisseur of retro games. This was when I was just out of high school, so it was like 15 years ago. But at one point, I actually had like 70 NES cartridges, like a lot of stuff that you would expect to see, and then a few kind of like off the wall things as well. And he had expressed an interest in buying all the games from me, but he said he wanted to make sure that, oh, that's another Mimic, holy crap. But he said he wanted to make sure that the games worked first. And then, so I basically gave him like my entire collection on loan so he could test them. And then he just basically ghosted me for like a year. And then when I finally talked to him again, he acted like he didn't know what I was talking about, like he didn't have those games anymore. And I basically was like, well, I tell you what, when you find them, you can call me again. Until then, you can go fuck yourself. And I kept my stuff in really good shape. Like I had a 2-leveled holder that held controllers, and you could like coil the wires up in a way that didn't crimp them. It held one of the zapper guns and 2 controllers, and then it held like 40 games, and every one of the games still had the plastic sleeve. So I would put it in the plastic sleeve and then slide it down into the thing, and it had drawers that pulled out. But yeah, I had a ton of stuff. Yeah, truth, Jim, truth. And that was somebody that I had gone to middle school and high school with. I had known him for years and years and years, and I was really, really disappointed in him as a person when that happened. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't remember you giving me those games. Really? Do you not? Do you not remember me giving you a working Nintendo console, 2 controllers, a zapper gun, and 70 games? You really don't remember that? You don't? That doesn't stand out? Must be because you're a thief. See, I thought you were my friend, but you're actually a filthy thief. Okay. Oh, I've got a better one. I've got an even better dirty thing to pull story. Another person that this person I didn't really consider a friend, but it was still a shitty thing they did. When I used to work at GameStop, I had there's like 6 of us that worked at GameStop, and one of the employees was kind of a skeevy dude. He used to flirt with the girls that came in the shop a lot, and he's just generally a greasy dude. If you've ever seen the show Chuck, he was like a Morgan Grimes type character, or maybe I don't know, maybe a Lester character, but he was skeevy, and I had actually lent my copy of Final Fantasy IX to another one of our coworkers. It was somebody that I had known for years and everything, and it was cool, and I trusted him not to screw me over. So I lent him my copy of Final Fantasy IX, and he lent me his copy of something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Parasite Eve. Good day, Cleveland Tom. And so he lends me his game. I lend him my game. We're all good, And during the time when we had borrowed each other's games, the store manager left and was replaced by another manager. So, one day my buddy calls me up, and he's like, "Hey, I was at work." He calls me on the work phone. He's like, "Hey, I don't know if you saw, but I left your Final Fantasy IX in the back on the manager's desk." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And he said, and I said, "Where was it?" And he said, "I put it right in the middle of the desk with a note on it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I went back there and I didn't see it. And when I asked the manager about it, because he was new, it was me and manager and skeevy dude. I asked the manager, "Did you see the copy of Final Fantasy IX back there?" And he was like, "I didn't see it when I came in, but I did sell a copy of it yesterday to AJ, who was the skeevy dude." And I looked at AJ and I was like, "Was it?" And this was after we had stopped carrying PS1 titles, but like we still had some stuff that was just kind of like sitting back there because we hadn't disposed of it or whatever. And I was like, "Was it the one that was on the manager's desk?" And he got the biggest shit-eating grin on his face and was like, "Hey man, all I know is there was a copy of it on the desk, and according to the system, that game cost $5, so I got a new Final Fantasy IX for $5." And I was like, "That's my game, dude. You know for a fact that's my game. Mark put my name on it. He told me he had a note attached to it." And he was like, "Well, I bought it fair and square, so you can't have it back." And I was like, and I was telling the manager, like, "Are you fucking serious right now?" And he was basically like, "Well, I've only been here 3 days, and I'm not trying to get into the middle of something." And it was literally like, I pulled the camera and showed the camera video of my game. I went back because I was one of the assistant managers. My friend Mark putting it on the desk with a note on it. AJ coming in, taking the note off of it, and then going and buying it. Showed the video to the manager, and the manager was like, "Well, if he'll give it back to you, then that's fine, but I don't want this to turn into a whole big thing." And I never got that game back. And I was furious. I took every opportunity I could to screw that kid over for doing that shit. I would watch him like a hawk on his breaks. If he was 2 minutes late coming back from break, I would dock him 2 minutes. Oh my god, it was such a dirty bastard thing to do. He had a lot of friends that would come in and like hang out in the shop and stuff, and he would just sit and talk to them while we were working. And there was actually 2 separate times that I clocked him out, and he didn't realize it for like X, because I would watch him, and if he stopped working for more than 15 minutes, I would clock him out. And then when he would eventually go back to like, you know, finish socializing and go work, he'd see that he was logged out and have to log himself back in. And he turned it into a whole thing. He ended up quitting over it because the manager sided with me on that. Because I would save the tapes and be like, look, this is him not working for 1 hour and 17 minutes. So yeah, I clocked him out. I don't get an hour break. Why does he? But anyway, enough ranting and raving. How are y'all doing? Cleveland and Jim. How did the rest of Punch-Out and Breath of Fire 2 go? Did you both win your respective games? Are they to be continued? Oh, I forgot to equip the broom again, damn it. I've realized I don't care about that achievement all of a sudden. Not losing. You see how long he waited to shoot the first time, and then the second time he just immediately attacked me? You see that? Woo! Woo! I'm out of heals! I'm gonna die again. Disagree? Well, I'm dead. Yep. Fucking hate this boss. This is actually my least favorite boss. I would rather fight the final boss than fight him right now using forest gear. I would rather fight the final boss than this boss. Because the amount of bullcrap that he puts on the field is so aggravating. The amount of random bullshit that he just throws every which way. Before I attempt this for the 3rd time and probably cry, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, and I will be right back, y'all. Well, Yelith, that depends on how much time you spend grinding on stream. Um, I don't know if you were there for it, but when I did my last episode of Breath of Fire 2, um, it took me an entire episode to clear the Infinity Dungeon. Like, it was almost 3 hours just doing the final dungeon. Um, as far as what Jim's working on, I honestly feel like that's probably one of the most boring parts of the entire game. Um, Going to Highland is my least favorite part of the entire game, hands down. And to come off of that and basically have to go inside a fat chick and kill all of her fat cells just seems really at odds with the rest of the game as a whole. And it makes no sense. Yeah. Yeah, Yelith, Finral, Everbrin, UST, and Jim with a G are all currently running the same section of Breath of Fire 2. So I've gotten to watch y'all play it 3 separate times. And it has gone pretty much the same for all 3 of you, which is that it's long and boring and Sten is a crappy character. Yeah, when I beat Breath of Fire 2 last year, Jim, I actually did the bad ending and then made a I have a channel point redeem that for 10,000 points you can like bring back a classic or bring back a previously played game. And in order for me to do the good ending, which required me to go into the Infinity Dungeon at the end, I made somebody redeem that for 10,000 channel points because that dungeon is so ridiculously bad. And honestly, when I went into it, I didn't have a guide pulled up, and I was just like, let's see how long it takes for me to just get through this shitty dungeon. And I actually got through it really quickly. Like, I didn't get lost at all. I just, through sheer dumb luck, chose the right path in the final section, and it still took like 3 hours. There's like I think it was like 3 hours and 30 minutes was my last episode, and it was literally like, okay, let's go. And then I went into the dungeon and ran that dungeon, killed the final boss. 3.5 hours. It was bad. What do you mean, crappy for stats or crappy for dialogue? I've been talking nonstop. I can't remember what I was saying now. What was the question? Oh, he's just a shitty character. He serves no purpose. His special ability is you can get across very narrow gaps that any normal human being would be able to just jump over. His story makes no sense in the his personal story makes no sense in the greater world. If you really think about it, like, since you guys have all done it now, no, spoiler alert. So you basically walk in on a war meeting where they're all talking about troop movements and how they're going to deploy people and, this front and that front and this war. And none of that shit's going on in the world. Like, they're all living in a fantasy. They're all talking about, like, we need to move troops up to the western border and we need to worry about pushing back the soldiers on the southern front. And it's like, what are you talking about? We've literally walked across the entire breadth and width of the planet, and there's no open wars going on right now. It always bugged me, even as a kid, that they're planning for a war that isn't going on. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to be. They reference places that aren't in the game when they talk about the war, the Battle of Gunheim. Like, it's basically like I don't know. I can't even think of a good correlation, like a good parallel in another game. don't know. Yeah, I'm at a loss. So that bugs me. And then Sten as a character bugs me because he's a physical fighter who has the if you count Bo, which Bo is technically a healer, Bo can do more damage than Sten. So technically, in a party of 9, Sten is the 5th best physical fighter, but he's got the 6th, like, or he's got like one of the worst defenses of any character in the game. He can use almost every fire spell, but he's got no AP and his magic attack sucks. His passive ability is trash. His passive ability is basically just please kill me. Which honestly, I don't like most of the passive abilities for the other characters, but he's 2nd or 3rd best at everything he does, and his story sucks. The only reason that he has a story is because they needed a place to put the flute, and they were like, well, we haven't used this area yet. I guess we'll put it here. Like, it was just, it's always bugged me. And I hate any time a game forces you to play solo with a character that you may or may not actually like, you know? That's just me. And I still like the game, is the sad thing. I don't like Sten. I think he's a useless character. Well, it's a little different with the Final Fantasy bits, because in that, it's not like the characters are optional. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's, okay, now let's see how well you've done leveling your team. Like, but that's a big difference between that and there being, like, there being something that, you know, you're just stuck play. Like, that would be like if in Voltage. So my game Voltage, there's like, I've added and subtracted so there's like 11, 12, 13 playable characters in that game. That would be like in Voltage if when you go to do Corbett's final quest, the game locks you in, auto saves, you can't beat the game until you do Corbett's storyline quest, and by the way, because he's an optional character, you're just stuck hoping that you leveled up enough. Like, at least in Voltage, everybody gets XP, so he'll level even if you don't use him, you know? It's just, I'm not gonna rant about it anymore. I was complaining about how nobody was coming in, and then I immediately started shit talking games, so. Well, and it's not even a matter of his level so much, because Finral hit the nail on the head. Finral was playing it, and he kept getting attacked by the skeleton riders, and was like, man, I love playing, and I think he was like level 18 or 19 at the time, and he was like, man, I love it when they limit you to a single character and make you fight pairs of enemies that can cast instant death. Like, that perfectly encapsulated the issue with that section, was that Sten by himself is forced to fight pairs of enemies that are faster than him and can cast a spell that will kill him instantly. Like, what were they smoking that they thought that was a good idea? Well, yeah, and that's like Finral was saying, was like, not only can they cast death, but it's gonna hit you. He's like, it's like a 50-50 chance that you just die instantly. Didn't I? Oh, I had found a sword and shield, but it appears to have vanished. I picked it up. We all watched me pick it up, but now it's gone. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, in spite of its best efforts, it's a game you enjoy playing, right? It's like Shadows of the Beast. If Vidoof was still here, he'd do a Poggy mode. Like, for me, even though Shadow of the Beast is definitely greater than the sum of its parts. There's a lot about that game that's not good, but the overall experience is enjoyable. Or Rings of Power. Rings of Power is one of the like trashiest games I've ever played, but I love it because it's fun to play. Like Breath of Fire is still fun to play. It's just sometimes you wonder what the hell they were thinking. Especially coming off of Breath of Fire 1, which even though Breath of Fire 1 was a very like, I don't want to say bare bones. It was just a very vanilla RPG. But even within that, like when you get better at the game, you realize there's a lot of depth to it with cursed items and, you know, certain spells that have weird effects and all the hidden treasures and secrets and things. It was like they had a less experienced team make the sequel. Like the first one was better made than the second one. Is my opinion. It is funny to me, however, that Breath of Fire has that the Jank Bros Discord has like unofficially turned into like an extension of the Breath of Fire fan page, because so many people enjoy that game in our setups, in our group. And it's just constantly, let's go. I've actually been trying to make a conscious effort not to raid Breath of Fire players, because for a while there it felt like that was all we were doing. Like, not just me, but like a lot of us were just raiding people that play Breath of Fire. I was like, alright, this is getting out of hand. I mean, but honestly, that's the whole way I met Yelith and Denaz, was because Garage Kids United just happened to be a day just before I started streaming Breath of Fire for the first time that I was like, you know, I want to watch. No, there's actually been several more since you, Jim. There's a lot of people that play Breath of Fire on stream for whatever reason. But for whatever reason, I just happened to be up at like 1 in the morning, couldn't sleep, and was like, I want to see if anybody's streaming Breath of Fire 3. And that was how I found Garage Kids United, and then they were the ones that put me in touch with like Drew, Panda, Yelith, Denaz, um, Benzo, like a lot of people, like the core people in our group started out as Garage Kids. And and it wasn't even that Garage Kids was like a Breath of Fire fan page. It was just how it played out. Yep, and they all know that Stin is trash and Breath of Fire 3 Nina is the worst one. Yeah, but Big Damn Gamers was part of Garage Kids. He was one of the last ones to join after me, I think, if I'm not mistaken. To join that group. Yeah. But he joined, unless he just was never streaming before, he joined after I did. Like he was actually a late addition. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out of here. That was terrible. Speaking of Yellis, did you or did anybody out there, did y'all catch it? No! No! Oh, it was an egg. Oh. That was another one! Ah! Give me the eggs. Oh my goodness. Damn it all to hell, these stupid desert dungeons. Did anybody catch GKU when they did their first stream in like a year the other day? I am very sad right now. I saw that they had posted that they were live, but I had already gone to bed when they posted it. Did you actually see their stream? Damn it. Bastard. Very briefly. Were they actually playing something or were they just chatting? I know, like, I think the last stream of theirs that I saw, they weren't even, like, because they used to do the like, guest host streams where they'd play Breath of Fire or Chrono Trigger or whatever. The last thing I think I watched them play, or the last stream of theirs I think I saw, they were just talking about the Venom movie. Like, they had gone to see the Venom movie and they were talking about it. I was like, oh, okay. You do you guys. Alright, sorry for yelling and screaming, guys. I missed out on an egg. I like my egg babies. I like my chillins. Yeah. Ah, well. Tis what it is. I expect an egg from these enemies, damn it. It's not often that I gate back into a room full of enemies. So I expect rewards. Oh, well, never mind. I guess I can expect all I want, but I'm not going to get it. Damn it. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds made up. No, get away from me. I just wanted an egg. think I might have to just come back again for another egg chance. Where am I supposed to... Oh, I'm going up. Okay. Yeah, jerk. Damn it. No egg. They were like, you had 2 chances. No more egg for you. Shit. I'm bad at games. Kachini-san, hello. How are you? Thank you for dropping in for a visit. What were you playing earlier? Was it Oxygen Not Included? Let's see. AI, the Somnium Files. I'm not familiar with that game. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. Shocker. Get wrecked. The bow is a perfectly balanced and appropriate weapon to have in this game. Oh, okay. Cool. By the way, since there's people in here now, I do want to throw out once again that there is a new community challenge up. If anybody out there is a fan of spoopy games, if I can hit my community goal, I'm gonna schedule a spooky game stream one night. I'll let people in the Discord vote on what I should actually play. I feel like the vampire amulet is not serving me very well right now. Wanted to... That there. Alright, y'all. Time for a prediction. There we go. We're putting up a prediction. Will Sir sweep away the competition? Will I successfully defeat this boss using a broom and a bow? You spev? Oh, well I spev you too, Mitch. I spev. Lord. Show off the new LOL emote. I don't know what took me so long to have the He-Man laughing emote, because I've watched that video an unhealthy number of times. That the hey the 4 non-blondes He-Man video, that resonates with me on a level that most art does not. Hmm. Well, only one person said no and nobody said yes, so looks like nobody's winning any money. Oh my god, did I find a glitch? Hang on. Look at that, I'm off the screen. Okay, so this is going to take a minute, but we're going to see if we actually kill this thing. Oh, I fucked up. I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. Ah, I got you, Mitch. I understand. Let's see if he shows up with no health. If it shows up with no health, that's gonna officially make the bow the most stupid thing ever. No, he's still got all of his health. It's okay. Saying yes would have been a waste of money. Let's be honest. We've all seen how this movie ends. No, no, no! Walked right. See, I don't agree with just walking into it damages you. I can see if it like shoots out of the ground and hits you. See, this is my issue with this boss, is the amount of just little turrets that he throws out that have like 400 hit points each. Takes 3 hits from the best weapon you can get at this point in the game. If I die this time, I'm gonna absolutely spend the like tens of thousands of gold pieces just buying full heal potions. Because right now, the only ones that you can make are the 50 and the 75 health points. And I think that's silly. Look at this shit. Half health. Two hits right there. He got 2 hits on me right there, supposedly. He tapped my aura. Nope. Fucking ridiculous. This is the worst boss in the game. The worst, most horseshit boss in the entire game. I hate him so much. He's so stupidly bad. When you look at how much health he does and how much you get back from a potion, it's really unbalanced because he does not, I have fully upgraded armor right now. I have the best armor that you should have at this point in the game, and he does 90 damage per hit to me, and I get 75 back from a potion. Like, that's the issue, is it's just totally not balanced. And before anybody asks, the armor, there is heavier armor. It slows you down. It gives you more hit points. It does not make you take less damage. So it's not like wearing the heavy armor instead of the medium armor would make that less silly. It would just give me more health to recover from potions. And then you look, 2,500 for these, okay? Next one up is 8,000. 8,000 gold. I can't get the ingredient to make this until I get to the 3rd dungeon. So I have to buy them 4 times the amount for 2.5 times the health. That won't even completely heal me. That only gives me half my health back. 16,000 will fully heal me. I could spend 80,000 gold buying 5 health potions. Like, that's just silly. Sure, why not? Jerk. Okay. Here we go. 4th attempt. Here I was thinking I might beat this too quickly. That's a mimic. You are a loon if you think I'm letting you eat my damn bow and arrow. Well, on the plus side, that's the last of the mimic varieties. So I guess we're just gonna farm mimics right here. Do we have enough yet? So we're gonna kill... Oh. So we're gonna kill 5 of those mimics, and hopefully, if I don't drop the egg in a hole, we'll get a mimic egg. And if nothing else, I can put all my items on the mimic before I fight the boss. So... Yeah. Yeah, what Mitch is saying tracks, because Plunbex has the same issue. I think Plunbex lives in Turkey. And Plunbex can't gamble either. That's why I don't have the gamble commands activated. on my stream is because I didn't want him to feel worried that he'd get in trouble or whatever. If I can finish this dungeon, maybe I'll finish up the day with some Mega Man runs. Everybody likes to watch me be sad. I could play Mega Man. Yelleth, if you're still here, if you're listening, have you previously shared the like a link in the Discord for the ROM that the like emulator that you use for your Nintendo ROMs? That's a PC thing, right? Like that's not like some random thing that like feeds through your Nintendo, right? All right. Egg confirmed. Eggy. Hell yeah, so 3 days from now we will have a mimic egg, or a mimic. Let's get the hell out of this godforsaken place. Okay. We'll store all this random stuff, and then we will... Probably just... Honestly, I'm just gonna sleep for 3 days. Sleep. Why doesn't it... Look at this! Why doesn't this shit stack? Dang it. So, today... Oh yeah, I totally forgot about those. Sorry! Oh, well, I wish you luck, Divide. Thank you for being here. I miss you, and I hope your boss and your boss-in-law are doing well. Oh, look, it's almost today's date. I hope so. You know, I'm about to get our third and final arcade cabinet. As soon as I get my taxes done and I see how much I'm getting back, I'm going to buy it. Regardless of how much I'm getting back, but Calrea is making me wait till my taxes are done. But we're going to get the Midway cabinet, and then we'll get rid of that cat tree. In person, what's that? Well, it's like two people are streaming at the same time and can see each other on camera, but they're streaming from the same room. If that makes sense. Look at him. Look at the little Pudge boy. I'll call him Pudge Bear. Yes. Sounds expensive. No, it's actually really cheap. Alright. It's super affordable! Oh. Well. Looks like a bunch of my potions just got destroyed. Oh, no, I got them back. Okay. About to be upset. Dead. I need a different ring. The vampire ring is useful later on, but early on it just you do 20% less damage and you get like 1 hit point back per hit, you know? There. Alright, y'all. This is it. This is the blurst run. Whee! Get wrecked. So who else here? Well, it's just me and Yellow again. Never mind. Just look. Well, yeah. I was gonna say who else here is excited for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yelleth, are you excited for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? The Spore Sword. Well, that's useful. I'm gonna get Neo to make me a big booby V2 avatar, and then I'll get followers. Then I'll get the views. The obsessive way that I work on my games and just like the way I look into like the backstories of things and do what ifs and stuff. I would love to be a writer for Marvel, because all the stuff that they come up with is basically stuff that I'm like, hey, you know, it'd be cool anyway. Like that's just what I do with my free time, regardless. I would love to be able to get paid to just be like, you know, it would be really cool if we did an animated series where we showed an evil Doctor Strange with a redemption arc. The whole thing's tied into a 45-minute episode, and then just drop him in the next movie. Because that's what it seems like is going to happen in Multiverse of Madness. It seems like we're getting to see Strange Supreme, which is the Doctor Strange from... and if anybody out there watching this has not seen it yet, then that's on you, because the series has been out for months and months now. The Marvel's What If series, they had an episode where they showed, like, what if Doctor Strange turned evil? And he basically, like, ate everything in his version of reality. So there's, like, a whole universe where Doctor Strange is the only thing that exists because he was trying to become powerful enough to bring his fiance back from the dead. And that's definitely the Doctor Strange version that we're seeing in the Multiverse of Madness trailer, when he's saying, you know, it just got out of control, and he's laughing at Doctor Strange. I don't know, but your phone definitely listens to you, whether you want it to or not, because I have had several instances. If Divide was here, he could tell you. He and I had a random conversation about if student loan debt got canceled, which Joe Biden made it sound like he was going to do, and then dicked us all over in the U.S. If student loan debt had gotten canceled, or if they had made colleges and universities free, like even like, you know, like state-run ones, I was going to go back to school, and we were talking about, like, what would you want to study or whatever, and I was telling him, and I had never done any Google searches on this, but I was telling him, like, this is what I'd want to do. I'd want to go back to school and study X. And literally, like, the next day, I got an advertisement about online classes for that exact field of study. So these companies are absolutely 100% listening to your conversations. They might not have a real human being listening to your conversations, but there's a computer listening to your conversations and making decisions on what advertisements to show you and what to suggest to you as a result of that. It is 100% happening. Don't believe it, then you're foolish. Oh Lord, what's he gonna say? The sentence you just said, or the sentence you're about to say? No! Did I get it? Oh, okay. Oh my god, this beautiful, beautiful mimic. He saved the egg. He caught it in his mouth as it fell. Oh, I love you so much, little Pudge Bear. My little Pudge Bear. That shall be his name forever, Pudge Bear. Oh, I have 7 health. That's cool. Take that potion. Yeah, no, you're fine, Jim. They don't care about your opinion. They've already got their vote. No offense. They already got the votes they needed. They don't care anymore. Oh my god, no! Ah! I'm over this fucking dungeon. For real, for real. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the poison. I'm tired of the pits that have hitboxes that are wider than they should be. I'm tired of the enemies that just sit in poison pools and don't come out so that you can't hurt them. I'm tired of not being able to equip different gear because there's one enemy on the field. Yeah. Well, I need to start looking for another job, honestly, because the job I'm at, I've been there for going on 9 years now. Or no, 8 years, and I have never gotten less than like an exceeds. So like the way they rate you in the US or whatever, where you're like a contributor, you need improvement, etc. I have never gotten below an exceeds contributor, so I consistently am rated as going beyond what is required of my job duties. And I have never gotten a performance-based pay raise in 8 years. And now, because we are so short-staffed, they are talking about increasing the starting pay for new hires to the point where they will make more, like, you will be able to, and I'm not one of those people that generally worries about, like, age and things like that. Like, I feel like the job you do should determine the money you make, but starting this year, it's looking like they will be hiring people who were in the 5th grade when I started with the DOC. And those people will be making more than me as their starting pay. They will start out making more than me on day one. And that's really fucking shitty, given the fact that I do 2 people's jobs. And I have been doing 2 people's jobs for many, many years now. And I go through these sessions where, like, sometimes it bothers me more than others, but I need it to just keep bothering me, and I need to just keep looking for something else. Because I don't think I'm ever going to actually be appreciated where I'm at. Just like in my private life. Right? Alright, now I would like to stop accidentally looking inside my mimic's belly. Yeah, the problem is, so Jim, the issue that I have is, I was a pre-med student. I had the grades to go to med school, but I got into the criminal justice field as a part-time job, and I found it really rewarding, and I liked the work. Like, I liked the job itself. So I ended up, when I got my bachelor's, I ended up not continuing on, but I was a pre-med student. And my backup plan was that I was going to try to be like a professor at my university. So I was like very research heavy, STEM heavy, and I work in criminal justice. So I'm really, really good at my job because I'm not an idiot. But I have a hard time finding other jobs I'm qualified for in my field, and I don't have the master's or the PhD to be successful in the field I studied for. So really, it's like I need to either get a raise or go back to school. And now I own this beautiful domicile with my girlfriend because we had been together 2 years, and then COVID hit, and then we were basically trapped in a 1,000-square-foot apartment for 2 straight years, and we were like, we can't do this anymore. We got to buy a house. Like, we can't live in this tiny space and work in this tiny space forever. So now mortgage payments are a thing. Yay. Oh my god. Fucking asshole enemies. I hate them so much. I hate everything about this dungeon! I don't even care. Just send the shit home. Send it home. I work for a state agency, Jim. So, for me, they claim that the issue is that they can't find people because they can't pay people competitively based on the budget that we're assigned. But they also constantly look for new and exciting ways to screw over the people that still stay around. So, you know. Well, yeah, and that's what I was gonna say is, you know, right now they're crying about how they can't find people. We can't find people. Nobody wants to work right now. But at the same time, I was put on an interview panel for a position. It's a position that is essential to the ongoing operations of the facility. There is only one of this position at every facility. I was asked to sit on an interview panel for this job the first week in January, and that day we selected 2 suitable applicants, and all they had to do was pick one and hire them, and it's been a month and they still haven't hired anybody. So what's going to happen is they're going to spend so much time getting around to making the job offer to this person that the person's going to find another job, and then they're going to bitch about how they can't find anybody. Or they're going to say, you know, well, if we'd gotten our first choice, things wouldn't be so bad, but now we're stuck with, you know, second best. And it's a never-ending thing. It's so bad. All right, before our 6th attempt, or 5th attempt, I'm going to use the restroom, and then we're going to come back and tackle this. So give me 1 second, y'all. Back to 2 viewers. Well, the frame drop issue has been getting better. So. Already 3 o'clock. Man. 1 second. That refill. Be my last fill of the day. I had to go 3 different places today to find sippies. And my tire pressure is low. I haven't driven my car but like once in the last month, but my tire pressure is low. Probably because of the cold weather. Alright, birds. Here we go. Get him! Kick his ass! Mess him up! Berserker mode! Isn't it sad that this is the strategy for this enemy? Is you literally just spam attacks on it. Get him with the broom! That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. That literally the strategy is buy a bunch of heal potions and stand there and smash attack. Don't try to not get hit. Don't try to be fancy. Just spam. Forever spam. Yeah. Poor. I have a feeling it's poor game design. Where'd my bow go? Did I lose my bow? I think I lost my bow. Or did I put it in storage before I came here? Is that a dead pixel, or is that an issue with the... No, okay. It's an issue with the map. Hey, Hobbs, what you doing, bud? Hobbs is awake, y'all. Hobbs. Why did I sell that stuff? I could have just fed it to my mimic. A hadur, a hadur, a hadur. Hobbs, come here, bud. Come here. He says no. He hates me. Come here, buddy. I'll let you out. Come on. Come on. Get out of the door. Boy! Watch that boy talk, Xenon. You defeated the Golem King and now the Forest Guardian? You risk too much. Pushing me to a heart attack is what you were doing. Your grandfather would be worried sick if he was still around. Worried and unreasonably proud. I can just hear him. My grandson, a merchant that slays guardians. Can you believe that? That man, as stressful as you. At the request of the town, I am to inform you that the desert dungeon is now open to all. Fools, we closed these dungeons for a reason. Additionally, there should be a new shop expansion on the town board. Hopefully that will keep you busy, away from any further guardians. Moonlighter is starting to look like its old, busy self, though. ... Oh, we swept away the competition. I do still have a bow. Hell yeah. Oh. There's a whole... Okay. Don't think I knew that that was a thing. Pow, 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 pow. There we go. There we go. Read. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be it for Moonlighter because the game is aggravating the shit out of me. I think I'm going to go play some Mega Man. But because I want this to be considered 2 separate episodes, I'm going to end the stream and then start a new one with Mega Man 2 pulled up, and then I'll play that for like an hour, hour and a half, until Calrea gets here. So I would say just give me a second, let me end the stream up, and then I'm gonna start a new one. You'll get another notification. And then we will play some Mega Man. Obviously not as well as the people who just started it after seeing me do it, but, you know, I'll try. I'll try my best. So. Alright, Jim. Much love to Jim and Yelleth. Appreciate you both. And I am going to end it now.